Good day, Philippines. This is Mike Padua once again, returning to our tropical weather video analysis, and this is for today, Friday to Monday, July 31 to August 3, 2020. And this English version is brought to you by Typhoon2000.com, the first website on tropical cyclones here in our country. And let's begin with our update. Here's the latest GovSat beginning today, Friday to tomorrow, Saturday. As you can see, we have a tropical depression. That's right. The once low pressure area 91W has intensified into a tropical depression, and it's now approaching the Hainan Island of southern China. So this TD is expected to traverse Hainan tomorrow, and we expect the southwest monsoon to slowly move into the West Philippine and South China Seas. As of now, the southwest monsoon is still being enhanced by this tropical depression outside of PAR, and it's expected to still continues to affect the Kalayana Island Group, Palawan, Sulu Archipelago, the southern portions of Oriental and Occidental Mindoro, and western Visayas. So expect cloudy conditions with on and off occasional light to moderate to at times heavy rainfall with some severe thunderstorms, and the seas will be somewhat rough. That's why you can see the symbol of big waves here, and some flooding in low-lying areas because the cumulonimbus surrounding this monsoon system and the depression is somewhat very thick. And along the rest of Luzon, including Metro Manila, it will be under the influence of the southwesterlies and the southerly wind flow, which is a weaker one compared to the southwest monsoon. We can also call this as a weak habagat or a weak southwest monsoon, but technically it's also known as southerly and the southwesterly surface wind flow. And we have also here a monsoon trough, the extension of 91W connecting with another LPA here. We are going to discuss this system later. So monsoon trough will also bring some cloudy conditions all across the Luzon area except for the Batanes, where some sunny skies will persist, but later on there could be some showers as well. So residents along these affected areas must be aware of possible flash floods and landslides due to the multiple convection or the multiple rain bands associated with this monsoon system. The southwesterly and southerly surface wind flow is also affecting the western sections of Mindanao. That's the area of Zamboanga and all other Zamboangan provinces, and also the rest of the Visayas. So this weather system will persist for a day or two as this system is as 91W approaches Hainan. And yet we have another LPA here. It appeared during the past 24 hours. This is LPA 92W, and it has been graded quickly in a medium chance of developing into a tropical cyclone within the next 24 hours. So it's now between 35 to 65%. But the good news, this LPA is not expected to affect any part of the Philippines, and it will just track towards the north-northwest and passing between Taiwan or Okinawa. But if it will bend towards the left, it will make landfall over Taiwan. But if more to the right, it will pass in the vicinity of Okinawa along the Ryukyu Islands. So there are many folks asking me if this LPA 92W will enhance the southwest monsoon just a little bit, but it's not enough to bring heavy rainfall across the Philippine Islands because the system is somewhat a little bit smaller compared to 91W, which is now a large monsoon depression. Most of the monsoon winds are being sucked into the circulation of 91W, so only a few winds from the southwest or southerlies will move into 92W. And within the next 3 days, the system will be quickly moving into the East China Sea here, just to the east of Shanghai this weekend. Okay, so that's the latest from our GovSat, and as we look at our fast animation, you can see clearly here the depression accelerating towards Hainan, and another LPA here, and likely to develop into a tropical depression and move towards the northwest in between Okinawa and Taiwan. So we are going to monitor that system as well. But when it comes to directly affecting the Philippines, it won't affect any part of the country. Okay, now outside of PAR, we don't have any developing LPA as of this time, just the usual troughs and the intertropical convergence zone. Now here's the zoom in satellite animation from windy.com using their UMETSAT satellite feed. For the past 6 hours, you can see so many thunderstorms all across the Philippine Islands brought about by these weather systems, as well as some localized convection in most parts of Mindanao, while the rest of the country is being induced by the monsoon and the trough in between this tropical depression and another LPA here to the east of the Philippine Islands. Now, before we leave you, here's the 3-day rain, wind, and pressure forecast from windy.com. This is from the ECMWF or European model. As you can see here, by tomorrow, Saturday, the tropical depression is just beginning to move away from Hainan, and the southwest monsoon is retreating towards the West Philippine Sea, away from Palawan, Western Visayas, and southern parts of Mindoro, while the LPA to the east of Northern Luzon is expected to track by tomorrow afternoon, and it will be to the east of the Batanes Group of Islands, moving towards the Taiwan, Okinawa area. And on Sunday, you can clearly see here that the tropical depression has just made landfall over northern Vietnam, and the southwest monsoon starts to weaken, but still affecting most parts of the South China Sea and West Philippine Sea. And we have here the possible tropical cyclone moving into the Yaeyama Island chain east of Taiwan, and probably Sunday evening it will exit PAR, and there will be, and it is also likely to be named by Pag-asa if it will develop into a tropical depression. So you can see here there could be some thunderstorms as well on the western seaboards of Luzon because of the southwesterly surface wind flow. On Sunday, most of the Philippine Islands will now experience some variable winds, but we have another surface trough here moving towards Mindanao and the Visayas. And on Monday afternoon, you can see here that the tropical depression is no longer there. It's just a weekend, and you can see the remnants of the southwest monsoon over to the west of extreme northern Luzon. And here comes the LPA 92W passing to the northeast of Taiwan or along the East China Sea, moving towards eastern China. And you can see the Philippine Islands, from, especially along Luzon and Palawan, will have some improvement of the weather, except for the Bicol region, Visayas, and Mindanao. On Monday afternoon, there could be still some rain showers and thunderstorms brought about by local convection and localized development of these thunderstorms. And out here across the Pacific, it's all clear, just a couple of surface troughs. That's it. That's the latest from our Weather TV update. This is Mike Padua reporting. Stay safe always. Be #WeatherWiser and #TyphoonWiser. And thank you for watching our YouTube channel.